Well, there, the Lucas Erdl car goes around, connecting with the barriers there, and a multiple roll for the number 15 car of Glenn.
Abreast, almost 4 abreast on the start-finish straight. Julian Andlau now being really pushed by Rettenbacher. Rettenbacher given a push and off out of the race with Robert Lucas. Oh dear, 3 into 1, that was a really...
Tem tudo para ganhar a 6ª posição e agora o problema é do Paludo. Lado a lado com o Azevedo. Opa! E aí é problema. Sai dando giros pelo ar o carro número 88 do Eduardo Rocha Azevedo no toque lateral.
Oh, problem here for McBride. He's gone around in the bobcat too much. Porsche, big damage. Oh, he's been collected left, right and centre.
Padiacci clipped him on the way through. That looks like...
The Austrian driver didn't finish the race yesterday. Oh, and one's into the barrier in a big way, and that's one of the Attempto cars, Dave. And that's
be Wayne Chen for Pro-Am. Oh, 15 hits the wall sideways, over and out.
Quick replay now, what happened here?
So exit of turn 3.
Oh no, oh that's a big shame for Sam Shaheen. So Flax just lost the rear out of turn 3. Flax spun the car rolling back.
The property developer from the Sunshine Coast, the checkered flag was out, and this happened. Amazing stuff. Juniper emerged unscathed. The other drivers...
He's a non-starter. Is this incident, Nigel in the blue car, came together with Ian Logie heading into Bombhole in race 1. It was a big, big roll, a big, big impact as the car landed on the very, very hard earth.
And see exactly what happened here. That was coming out of the turn. They were together and they speared off, smashed into the barriers, spewed across the circuit. It's actually the other side of the circuit. They hit the wall then. And they went right across the circuit. No control for Jacob.
The pit lane. Now here is the incident. Salmon. Oh! That is an absolutely destroyed Porsche. I'm afraid Israel Salmon...
So let's have a replay. Sandra Kaibach is on the outside of another car, just rides up their tyre wall. That proper wall of death. That's
with huge damage on the front of his car too.
Yeah, if you look, the cars at the back of the grid can't see that he's stalled because he's on the flat. They're coming up the hill and they're doing about 100 miles an hour when they get into the back of him. So that everybody stays in check. 55 came in oversteer, came in a little bit too wide, and then couldn't put the steering wheel back in check. 55 is
and huge amount of damage to both cars. So there it is there. Actually looked like Glenn Wood made contact with the inside fence, not just the curb.
But Harry was really wide turning in as well, so he was sort of half a car width off the normal.
It's Samadhi putting a move on Bergmuller. No, he can't do it there. No room. And poor Scott Taylor, he was wide.
Ele vinha por fora ali, o Pedrinho passou pelo Pedrinho Aguiar. Ah, não, ele atingiu sim o carro do Maurizio Billy. Não é que o Billy desviou, não. Foi atingido também o Maurizio Billy pelo carro.
Slide a little. Edgerton, perhaps Tim Harvey goes to the inside and there's just a little bit of contact.
Yeah, I think Will Martin just tried to tighten the line up at the exact same moment that Theo Edgerton was looking to get down the in.
Hopefully all is good there. There was just so much going on, too much to look at. There in the background there was contact and the Tech Pro
line up on the grid. This car, Maury Pickering's, it won't, and that's why. Finance easy Porsche. To turn 1, 3 wide, man locks it up. Massive mistake from the champ. He's wiped out Stephen Richards. Perk gets through the dirt. Baird will lead.
Let's see what happened here. So he loses the back end of the car just coming out of the corner, and then he's trying to stop the car. Poor Alex Martin came off the brakes to try and roll out the way, but then had steering lock on. And that is too seriously.
Make his way back. Now, are we going to get to see the incident? Oh my goodness! He's got a long way in. Oh my word. That is one of the most ferocious accidents I have ever seen in the history of the Porsche Carrera Cup. Oh my word. Thank goodness he got out of that.
Just in the last few minutes, actually had a hearing on this matter. It's been deemed a racing incident. Craig, I guess give us your opinion on it.
Yeah.
by the looks of things. So look at this here, Washington and Russell coming together. Washington, it's gone into the wall.
Whoa.
Very tenacious, kept on doing it. Oh, no!
Contact between
This was always going to happen, Aaron. That was out of control stuff. You do not need to run into cars in a...
Something happened. Yeah, definitely. Definitely on that, the second impact, it's broken something in the front suspension, probably the steering, and speared the car hard to the right. I've had a
Porsche Carrera Cup. First thing to say is that the driver...
Off. Wallace makes a good start, gets between, oh no, contact gets between Hopkins and also Angus Whiteside, and it's Hopkins that gets fired into the barrier.
À l'action, au ralenti, avec une grosse incompréhension et ça tape fort hein, dans le rail pour Van de Grispard et Rivas.
Is there that pump the coolant to the back of the car. Too much curb. Big slide. It could have been worse, Chad. But it's broken the...
Olha o que aconteceu com o Marco Billy.
É bem semelhante ao que aconteceu com o Melo, porém com um desfecho pior, né? Ele estava ali numa velocidade muito mais alta.
Ahead of Oliver still. Jelly and Zamparelli get themselves together, coming up towards the line. Zamparelli goes one side and the other. There's contact and off goes Jelly in a big, big impact into the barrier.
The car as well. That's a very dramatic accident, a fairly high-speed part of the track. I think that's up heading towards.
Consente al pilota bresciano di passare, poi due, no, beh, adesso no, adesso no, questa è stata una cosa brutta di nuovo.
What happened at... lost the rear end. See Dave Russell having a big moment avoiding Nick Foster. Heavy damage to the left-hand side of Nick Foster's car. That car, I'll be surprised if they have that.
Jürg Eberhardt. Nee, da war so ein kleines... So eine kleine...
If he was drilled by another car coming around, weekend over, throw it away. So big dive bomb up the inside of Tim Miles. We saw him coming, opened the steering a little bit to give him room.
Safety car, I would suggest, completely on his own. Gets the back end onto the grass, makes huge contact front and back with the barriers. And this angle here, so there's the Foster incident. Now, Buckman was completely on his own, wasn't he?
Yeah, wasn't completely. Maybe trying to avoid.
Yeah, maybe so.
Nick Foster, or he lost the concentration. He went on the throttle. Maybe too early, lost the rear of the car.
Muller, having done so much work here at the Hockenheim circuit, and that was an example of how not to use the hairpin, wasn't it? Carrying too much speed.
Yeah, that.
So look, that's their accident.
Merrick spins.
Look at Blanc. He just had to try and avoid Butcher, and he had to take to the ground.
Turn 3, McLean may have the upper hand here on Jane. There's been contact. McLean's over. That's a big one.
Massive crash. That's gone over at least 4 or 5 times. They made contact coming out of turn 3.
Is Dennis Olsen. Whoa, 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 whoa. Muller and Schmidt connect, and Schmidt gets turned around. That's the end of his race. The side of his car
is the result. He broke at the end, didn't he? Lap after lap, he was tucked in behind. He finally came. Chad, he was half a car length offline there, and he was behind his brother. Yeah. So he was at the red flag. A little bit more pressure on the pro guys that stayed in pit lane. That was wild. Fast on the exit of turn 4, and speared across.
Corky has got the better stop, but it's trouble behind.
Peter Carl Henning and Justin Sherwood touched and have gone off into the wall. No other car, or one other car involved.
Two more involved to the...
But how did he get to that point? Well, again, there he's spinning as he comes into shot. Big hit on the driver's side, rips off a wheel.
He's going to be bruised and battered tomorrow. I just wonder if this is going to...
The inside. Oh, there's going to be contact there.
And McBride goes wide.
He's going to spin.
No, he gets last. Kernan fences him. Oh, no, German.
Riguardo, ecco che cosa è successo. No, vediamo solo alla fine. Abbiamo visto solamente alla fine quello che...
There's no one in front of you, Kim. But he's done it, he's got through. Drama for Burton, who goes around. Smalley has to go off in avoidance, but he turned in and clipped the tar stack.
Escape out in the...
Look, Patrizzi's in trouble. Oh, that's a big one.
The two cars running side by side, and another spin up on turn 3. Gus Burton, Benjamin Packer.
To block him off, and then that was the twitch from Will Aspin's car. I'm not sure if he got a contact or just touched the inside curb, but that's done the radiators.